Hey, how's it going, guys? This is my review of Vengeance 2011. Now, in the background is some random All-Stars gameplay. It's an online match I had, a couple of weeks back or so. Anyways, I just finished watching the pay-per-view. And going into the pay-per-view, I wasn't expecting much because every single match on the card was a rematch or a match we've seen, recently. Except for the Triple H and CM Punk versus Awesome Truth match. But the pay-per-view, it's, man, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's, exceeded my expectations. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Anyways, let's get down to the, review, and, yeah. So the first match on the card, the match that started the show was Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger versus Air Boom for the Tag Team Championships. This match, freaking great match, awesome match. In my opinion, it was better than their match at Hell in a Cell. Seriously, it was a freaking great tag team match. This is one of those, matches that, really show off tag team wrestling, in a good fashion and a good way. And, yeah, the winners of that match, Air Boom, they win after, I think, Kofi Kingston gives the Trouble in Paradise to, I think, Ziggler. And then Bourne hits the Shooting Star Press for the win. And after that match, Zack Ryder comes out straight away, and Dolph Ziggler has to defend his United States Championship right away. So right after he loses the tag team match, he has to defend his championship against Zack Ryder. So Dolph Ziggler, is in the ring and he's tired and all that stuff, and Zack Ryder comes out to a big pop. And yeah, it was a good match too. I wouldn't say it's better than the tag team match, but a good match nonetheless. I wasn't expecting the match to last too long, since Dolph Ziggler has already competed in the tag team match before, so obviously he's not at 100%. Anyways, like I said, good match. At the end, the finish comes when, well, actually, in the beginning of the match, I forgot to say this. In the beginning of the United States Championship match, Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne were actually at ringside to support Zack Ryder. Since Zack Ryder and Vicky Guerrero are on Dolph Ziggler's side, I guess Air Boom were the equalizers. But anyways, at some point in the match, Dolph Ziggler, he has enough, so he wants to leave. He gets out of the ring, and I think he goes to leave. But then Air Boom, they take Ziggler and throw him back in the ring. The referee doesn't like that, so he kicks out both of them. And that leads to the finish where, there's no faces to support Zack Ryder, and there's, Vicky Guerrero and Jack Swagger there. So the end comes when Jack Swagger actually costs Zack Ryder the championship by distracting him or something like that. I don't remember. And then Dolph Ziggler capitalizes with a super kick for the win, and he retains the United States Championship. This was a good match as well. And then you had the Divas Championship, Beth Phoenix versus Eve Torres. Now, I'll be honest, most of you, if you watch my videos, I don't like Divas matches. I just don't want to watch them. But I decided to watch this one. I watched the one at Hell in a Cell too. It was okay. But yeah, I watched this one too, and it was actually good. It was a good match. I liked it actually. So that was surprising. At some point in the match, I actually thought Eve Torres was going to come out victorious. Beth Phoenix had her in the Glam Slam, but Eve Torres pulled out a counter. She reversed that into a roll-up, and I actually thought she was going to get the win there, but no. But at the end, Beth Phoenix hits another Glam Slam, successfully this time. It wasn't reversed, and she wins the match, thus retaining the championship. And then you had Sheamus versus Christian. I was hoping Christian would win, but no. Sheamus wins. I'm kind of getting tired here. Christian, since, losing the title, he's been losing so many matches. The only match he's won is, versus John Morrison, I think. That's the only match he's won. Other than that, he's lost all of his matches. And this is the second time he loses, to Sheamus. And it's always, Christian hits his finisher once or even twice, but the other guy kicks out, and the other guy just hits Christian with one, his finisher once, and he gets the win. So that kind of sucks. It kind of makes, Christian look weak, the fact that he has to hit, his finisher, a bunch of times to get the win, while his opponent only has to hit it once. But anyways, it was a great match as well. And yeah, I'm just disappointed that Christian lost, but whatever. Good match either way. And then you had Miz and Truth versus CM Punk and Triple H. This match I guess was okay. I didn't really like this match. It's actually the only match on the card I didn't really enjoy, but whatever. At the end of the match, Kevin Nash actually comes out and he starts attacking Triple H, and that distracts CM Punk, and then Miz capitalizes on that, and yeah, he wins with the skull-crushing finale. Well, it's kind of Miz and Truth actually pulled off a combo where the Miz hits the skull-crushing finale while R-Truth hits his, you know, complete shot finisher. I don't know if he has a name for his finisher, but yeah. And then you had Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Good match too, but Randy Orton wins obviously. But yeah, good match. I don't really have anything to say about this match. The finish though comes when Rhodes actually signals for one of his baggers to come to the ring, I guess to help him or something like that, or to give him a paper bag. But Randy Orton shoves Cody Rhodes, you know, to the bagger. So Cody Rhodes hits the bagger, turns around into an RKO, and loses the match. And then this one actually surprised me. Mark Henry versus Big Show. You know, I thought the match would suck, but no, it was actually a good match. I preferred this match a lot better actually than the Miz and Truth versus CM Punk and Triple H. Big Show and Mark Henry, great match. They put on a great performance actually for two big guys, and the end was freaking awesome. I think everybody's gonna agree with me with that. If you guys remember the Big Show and Brock Lesnar when they had a match on SmackDown and Brock Lesnar superplexed him and then broke the ring, that's what happened. But you know, with the Big Show and Mark Henry, Big Show was on the turnbuckle, and then Mark Henry went for the superplex, and the ring freaking collapsed, and the crowd went nuts. I mean, the crowd was pretty quiet the whole night, but when that happened, the crowd went crazy. So that was a pretty cool moment, and what followed afterwards was even cooler. You know, they didn't even bother repairing the ring or anything. They left the ring as is. John Laurinaitis or whatever his name is, he came out and announced the show would go on, and yeah, they left the ring as is. They didn't repair it or replace it or anything like that. And then I think Del Rio came out for the championship match. John Cena came out. They wrestled a while, you know, in the broken ring actually, and then went down outside and all that stuff. It was a freaking great last man standing match. Awesome last man standing match. I love the match. Not that I was expecting, you know, bad things out of the match. I was actually expecting it to be a good match, unlike the Mark Henry versus Big Show match where I thought it would suck. But this match, I was expecting good things, but it actually exceeded my expectations. They fought a great last man standing match. At some point, they went backstage where they conduct the interviews with the superstars. John Cena and Del Rio were there. Del Rio actually knocked John Cena out, and then you had these like structures or whatever. It's like, I don't know if there were huge lights or just, I don't know, but you had these huge rectangles, right? He pushed every one of them down on top of John Cena. John Cena got up. At some point, Del Rio threw John Cena in a big shaped V, the letter V, because at this stage you had one of the V's, for vengeance. He shoved John Cena through that. He set up a table. He was gonna put John Cena through the table. He actually put John Cena on the table. He was climbing up the stage or something like that, but then John Cena got up and he pulled Del Rio down. Del Rio fell through the table. He got up afterwards. You had the usual FU, attitude adjustment, on the announce table. And I don't know, just a lot of cool things, in the match. And the end comes when Awesome Truth actually comes out. Well, actually, Cena hits the attitude adjustment on Del Rio, through the announce table, and he's like, oh, he's done. The match is over, whatever. He goes in the ring, he waits for the ref to count, but then Awesome Truth comes out. They start attacking John Cena. Miz hits him with the skull-crushing finale. R-Truth hits him with his finisher. And John Cena actually gets up. Then, as soon as John Cena gets up and turns around, Del Rio hits him with the championship, and he wins the match. So, yeah, pretty good pay-per-view. And I think this pay-per-view leads to Survivor Series, where I guess we're gonna have John Cena teaming up with The Rock, CM Punk, and Triple H against maybe Del Rio and Awesome Truth and Kevin Nash or something like that, and obviously a Big Show and Mark Henry match, because this one it ended in a no contest. Nobody won because the ring broke and both of them were basically knocked out. They had to be held to the back, and yeah, that's about it for my review of the pay-per-view. So overall, I really liked the pay-per-view. Every single match was great except for, well, in my opinion, I didn't really like the tag team match between Awesome Truth and Triple H and CM Punk, but every other match I enjoyed, even the Divas match, which is something I don't usually enjoy. And that's about it for my review. Feel free to comment, give me your thoughts if you thought the pay-per-view was good, bad, whatever, and we could talk about that. So anyways, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out. See ya.
Well, he could be feeling a little embarrassed when he eventually wakes up from that one.